Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 2nd of February. In this update, what happens at the site of the Mount Maunganui landslide now? Police are closing recovery operations as all 6 victims who were killed when the slip covered part of a campsite over a week ago have now been formally identified. The families of the 6 victims caught in the Mount Maunganui landslide are having one last visit at the site today before it's handed back to the Tauranga City Council. Emergency Management Minister Mark Mitchell told Ryan Bridge it should become a place to reflect. He says it should become a memorial in the medium to long term to remember those who we lost. Work is underway to recover a tourist boat stranded just outside the Akaroa Heads, which has leaked marine diesel fuel into the sea. The Black Cat cruise vessel ran aground on Saturday with 38 passengers and 3 crew on board. None reported any injuries. Environment Canterbury says that the boat will be moved to deeper water and submerged before being removed. Police say a group of rowdy dirt bikers put children's lives at risk by driving at high speeds across playing fields in South Auckland's Otara yesterday afternoon. They're appealing to members of the public for footage of other people involved. There are nearly 10,000 fewer jobs in Wellington than at the last general election in 2023. Labour's candidate Craig Rennie says the stats show a lack of a plan for Wellington, but Finance Minister Nicola Willis says the government's making significant investments in the capital. A wait-and-see situation as to whether ADHD prescription rule changes will have the right effect. In a move to improve accessibility, nurse practitioners and GPs won't need a specialist's involvement to initiate treatment for ADHD. Ministry of Health Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joe Bourne says they don't expect large numbers of clinicians to do the training initially, and it's hard to say right now if this will improve. Misunderstandings over new prescription rules are likely to let some New Zealanders down. As of yesterday, those with long-term conditions can receive 12-month prescriptions, reducing GP visits and saving about $100 in yearly fees. But Mangawhai Pharmacy Director Lamy Wong says the change only applies to stable patients and therefore won't reach everyone who needs its benefits. She says there may be some tense discussions and a lot of time spent explaining to patients why a 12-month prescription isn't suitable for them. The stoush between Maria Meno Kapakingi and Te Pāti Māori leadership is returning to court. The Te Tai Tokerau MP was expelled from the party by the National Council in November, accused of overspending. A substantive hearing on this decision is back in the High Court today. In sport, at 22, Carlos Alcaraz is the youngest man to complete a career tennis Grand Slam with a 4-set victory in the Australian Open final over Novak Djokovic. Coach Craig Kirkwood is pushing the New Zealand Olympic Committee to consider runner Sam Ruth for the Commonwealth Games after the 16-year-old broke the national mile record in Boston. The Phoenix returned to second on the women's A-League football ladder with a 5-1 trouncing of the Jets. New Zealand's women have won the Singapore Sevens. I'm Nivareti Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.